So first I gather all the equipment that I need to clean out the bunnies. I'm just putting some wood shavings into a bucket to carry down instead of carrying the whole bag down. And I also grabbed a dustpan brush, a rubbish bag and fresh hay. Then once I've got everything that I need, I walk down to the shed and say hi to the buns. Hi. I'm begin cleaning. So the first thing I do is always start with the litter tray and just empty it all out because it's always wet and dirty. And then I refill with a load of clean, spread it all out nice and evenly, and then put some more in because they need it nice and thick. I then just shake their blanket out because it's all covered in their hair and wood shavings, and then I'm going to put that to a side because it needs washing. I then just go through the rest of the enclosure and just pick up the pieces of poo because they don't do it all in the litter tray. And it does take a little while, but it's nice to sit with the bunnies while I do this as well. So after I've picked up all the poo from the rest of the enclosure, I do this little box that they have. There's a little bed in a nice little cosy place for them to hide in, which we fill with straw. So I'll go through and pick out all the poo and any wet bits that I may have done as well. This is the old hay that I'm actually putting into the bed because it's clean, it's just won't be as good for eating anymore, but they can have it on their bed. And of course, Simba decides to eat it as soon as I move it anyway. And then just go ahead and sweep out the rest of the enclosure and the mess I have made and the bunnies have made. I then go back to the shed because I forgot to get them some fresh straw. I'm just going to fill up this bucket and take it down with me. I also forgot to get water, so I'm just going to fill this up and bring it down so they have nice fresh water. I go back to the shed, which you can't see because it was getting dark, and proceed to refill their water and then fill their box with straw. And Simba decides they're having a bowl. I've got to put it in carefully so I don't cover him. I then go back to the litter tray and pick out any poos that they've done. just to make it sure it's nice and clean. I then move these out of the way, just to the side, so that they don't fall and hurt the bunnies. They're just tiles to keep them cool in the summer when it's warm. And their bowl is upside down because they've had their pellets for today. And then just grab some fresh hay and put it in the bucket. I always put the hay over the litter tray because they poo and urinate while they eat. I then fill this little box up with some hay, just as a little puzzle for them, so they have to work for the hay a little bit more. And this is them just eating, because they're really cute. And then I'm all done, so I just like to sit and watch them and be with them, make sure they're all okay. And I forgot it was getting dark, so the camera cut off at this point, so I didn't get to film like an overall of the enclosure. But yeah, that's how long it takes, about an hour or half an hour.